So I'm with Gary Allen, aka the Cockney Bard, and we're making a video following on from our last video about his predictions, to explain about his writings today in particular.
Yeah, exactly. We had a couple of questions asked about one. Well, we've had a lot of questions asked, but one about the horse race in particular. So there is the press cutting, and that's the 29th of June 2002. Can you see that, number 4 Tedborough? So that's that. I was also asked about was the writing automatic, and the answer is no. In brief, it's not automatic writing. It's basically that I hear the words, I write them down, and it's 24/7. So you can pick up the pen and write, you can stop and write, carry on writing.
So
basically, it's a constant flow. Yeah.
So would I be writing to say it's channeling?
Well, yeah, you can say it's channeling. I don't know what a better name for it is, really, to be honest with you. But you hear the words, you write them down, and they come out rapidly, and that's it. Yeah.
So like somebody's dictating to
Somebody is dictating, exactly. That's right, yeah, exactly.
So you've had quite a lot of different styles of writing. You've channeled some poetry, philosophy.
Yeah.
You've also had sort of day-to-day writing come through you, and even writing where the person speaking to you is telling you to go to different places, and it was through actually following these instructions that you've actually met people, and you've had really interesting messages or experiences because of them.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's how I met my wife. Through that experience, but that story's going to come shortly. They've got some amazing stories to tell there. But as we're concentrating on the writing today, basically, going back many years, one of the first pieces that I heard in my head was most beauteous the stars, astronomy speaks. Heavens abide the twinkled dust, eternities roll thy favoured tongue. Disenchanted arrows of petulance rear a cankered head, embarking a density of ignorance wherein celestial orbits rise and fall. And being as I come from the East End, I mean, I hadn't a clue what that was all about. But that was one of the earlier writings. And I mean, what I did today, I've just done a little sample of the writing, if I can find it. This is a little sample of what it looks like, okay? So I don't know if you can get a close-up of that, but that's actually what it looks like. Somebody's actually talking to me and telling me about things to do with my life and a bit about the future, whatever. And if I can take you back to some of the earlier writings, which are basically 30 years ago, there you can see, I don't know if you can see that, can you see that? That's exactly the same. There's no pause, there's no punctuation, and there's no grammar.
So it basically just flows through you.
It just flows, yeah, because I'm hearing the words. Would you like me to read you one piece or a couple of pieces?
Yeah.
Right, so, okay, I've got, there it is. So I'll read you one of my later pieces, which is probably, this was channeled, or, you know, a couple of years ago, maybe. It's called Etched in Some Memory. It's a war poem. Praying for this day to end as death surrounds me, as scared as any man, yet I know no more than a child. Suffering each friend's demise as in horror I reel, sacrificing my sanity and all I once knew, little as that was. Cold bodies, charred bodies, faceless bodies abound, hearing the screams of fallen mates and those I know not. Every sound I hear magnified in hell's tortured mind, nearing death oneself as shells descend. Good God. Dreams optimism, youth-filled hope, banished to nothing. As pity rolls down my face in misshaped tears, pray for me, won't you? Every soldier dreams a victorious end, if only. Laid in mud, sacrificial lambs, butchered and slain, etched in some memory in years to come, me and my fallen chums. And what's interesting about that piece is that when you read down the side, it spells Passchendaele.
Passchendaele.
Or Passchendaele, whatever you wish to call it. Yeah. So that I love that. That's a really beautiful piece. But I've got so many beautiful pieces, and they're not actually mine. Although I'm the pen, I'm what is called a pen of many minds. So
you're basically a vessel, really, aren't you?
I'm a vessel for them, yeah. So when I say how wonderful they are, it's not from ego, it's from the fact that I do believe they are wonderful, but that's praising the authors where they come from. I have no idea.
So
I have no idea.
The authors of the universe, if you like.
If you like, yeah, that's a good way of putting it, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's interesting as well to note, we were discussing earlier about all of the various people throughout history, from Plato, who talked about the manias being upon him, or the muses, and all the way up to, you know, many of the Keats, Shelley, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And even to Nikola Tesla. Now, all of these people appear to be accessing this core of information, don't they, in the universe?
Exactly.
And it's interesting because Nikola Tesla, who of course we have to thank, he was a genius, we have to thank for alternating current, electricity. He actually quoted, he said, "My brain is only a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists." Now, this man was an absolute genius, and he actually invented things in his mind. He saw things, I believe, clairvoyantly. So, I mean, you cannot discount this. So,
absolutely not. I mean, you know, you've got characters like Blake, William Blake, Bacon, Shelley, Keats, as you said, Tesla, and there's many others who have tapped into this stream of consciousness, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I mean, you know, what can you say? Look at Sonnet 86 of Shakespeare. "No, neither he nor his compeers by night giving him aid, my verse astonished. He nor that affable, familiar ghost, which nightly gulls," which means feeds, "him with intelligence." I mean, if that doesn't tell you what it is, nothing will. And, you know, people say to me, well, how do you know it's come from somewhere else, some extraneous source? Well, the point of it is, science says, what does science say? Science says you die, your body dies, brain dies, and mind dies. That's what science says.
and basically, I mean, you're not religious, are you?
I'm not religious.
You're not a Freemason.
No, I'm not a Freemason, no.
But
As
you
someone
do,
has suggested, no.
But you do believe in God.
I believe in God because if you look around you, I mean, you can call it what you like, but it's a sublime intelligence that runs throughout nature, you know. And the point of it is, if you're getting this extraneous thought from somewhere, it's coming from somewhere. And to me, it's proving that the mind survives death. That's what it's proving. I mean, I've got a great story to tell you in the future about why I actually believe in life after death. You know, I've actually seen somebody who had died, so I do, yeah, absolutely believe in it, 100%.
And you also, amongst your writings, you also channeled what appeared to be some kind of religious text.
Yeah, that was
over 3 months. Wasn't it?
That took 3 months to write, and it's sort of like a couple of chapters every month, and basically it was written from the view of some kind of priest or religious person, and everything he said in that period, that was over I think it was about 30 years ago, everything he said is coming true now. Earthquake, fires, hurricanes, you know, places on the earth will be too hot to live in, and yeah, so that was a book of prophecy. That was quite amazing. Yeah.
So can you just quickly leave us with another piece of writing?
Yeah, sure. I'll read you. What shall I read you? Let me have a look. There is one that came through. This is one of my particular favourites. "Wherever your beauty to smile, 'tis more the sanity of mind deceived, and yet were it ever to please a face of such beauty. Wherever more beauty to touch and grace so sweet a charmed face, where heaven did smile before thee in celebrated glee. O see with eyes and whisper silent verse, a magical spell never to seek or tell a beauty's tale. Fortune's blessed thy skin so fair, and words the poet speak so well, voice thy beauty's fallible hell. Never thus to shame the rose, but thus he did compare. 'Twas beauty bound upon thy lips, that evermore a pleasure shared, than eyes did ever see such beauty."
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you very much.